What if the old wheat penny sitting in your coin jar is worth thousands, or even over $100,000? In today's video, we're exploring the most valuable United States Lincoln wheat pennies and their current market values. You'll discover which dates, mint marks, and rare eras collectors are paying big money for, and learn how to identify valuable coins that could still be hiding in collections or old coin jars. Stay until the end to see if your wheat penny could be one of the rare treasures worth a fortune. Let's get started. First up, the fascinating 1925 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark, one of the most collected coins in American numismatic history. Many people assume that only shiny, mint-condition coins are valuable, but that's not always true. Some 1925 wheat pennies found in rough condition have sold for impressive amounts because of their rarity, historical significance, or unusual minting errors. In today's video, we'll explore the history of this iconic coin, explain what the absence of a mint mark really means, reveal the unique features collectors search for, discuss current market values ranging from just a few dollars to several $1,000s, and show you exactly what to look for before spending or selling your old penny. The 1925 Lincoln wheat penny was struck during one of America's most prosperous periods, known as the Roaring Twenties. The United States economy was expanding rapidly, automobiles were becoming common, and millions of Americans were enjoying new opportunities before the Great Depression changed the nation forever. The Lincoln cent had already become an American classic after its introduction in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was revolutionary because it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. Every 1925 wheat penny serves as a small piece of American history that survived nearly a century of circulation. One of the biggest questions collectors ask is what it means when a 1925 wheat penny has no mint mark. On Lincoln cents of this era, a missing mint mark usually means the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike coins struck in Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia coins generally carried no mint mark during this period. Millions of these pennies were produced in Philadelphia in 1925, making the normal coin fairly common. However, rarity is determined not only by mintage numbers, but also by condition, collector demand, and the presence of unusual die varieties or striking errors. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln facing to the right, with the word Liberty positioned on the left side and the date 1925 on the right. Above Lincoln's head appears the famous motto, "In God We Trust." On the reverse, two wheat ears frame the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, while the national motto, EPLURBUSUNUM, is displayed along the top. These elegant wheat stalks gave the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. The simple yet timeless design remained in production until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Collectors appreciate the 1925 no mint mark wheat penny because it represents a significant period in American history and is nearly 100 years old. Although many examples survive today, finding coins with strong details, attractive color, and minimal damage becomes increasingly difficult every year. Collectors also enjoy assembling complete date and mint collections, making every wheat penny an important piece of the larger Lincoln cent series. Even worn examples often find buyers simply because demand for wheat pennies remains strong around the world. Many people believe a heavily worn penny has no value, but that's not always true. A rough-condition 1925 wheat penny with heavy circulation, scratches, discoloration, or environmental damage may still sell for a few dollars simply because of its age. However, if the coin contains a rare mint error, an unusual die variety, or exceptionally attractive natural toning, its value can increase dramatically. Professional coin graders carefully inspect every detail before assigning a grade that significantly influences market value. Some of the most valuable 1925 wheat pennies are those displaying mint errors. Collectors pay premium prices for coins showing doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, broad strikes, or dramatic lamination errors. These mistakes occurred during the minting process and make each coin unique. Even a rough-looking coin can become highly desirable if it displays a genuine mint error that has been authenticated by a professional grading service. Another important factor affecting value is the coin's color. Copper coins are generally classified as brown BN, red-brown RB, or red RD. A brilliant red 1925 wheat penny that has retained its original mint color is much rarer than a brown example and often commands significantly higher prices. While most circulated coins have turned brown over time, Some carefully preserved examples still display beautiful original red surfaces, making them especially attractive to collectors. Let's talk about today's market value. A heavily worn 1925 wheat penny with no mint mark generally sells for around $1 to $10. Better circulated examples often bring $15 to $50, while attractive extremely fine coins may reach $75 to $150. Uncirculated examples certified by grading companies frequently sell for $200 to $600. High-grade mint state coins with exceptional eye appeal may sell for $1,000 to over $5,000, especially if they possess rare characteristics or unusually high grades. Error coins or extraordinary specimens have the potential to sell for even more at major coin auctions. Many viewers wonder why one 1925 penny sells for only a few dollars, while another reaches thousands. The answer lies in rarity, preservation, certification, and collector demand. Coins with nearly perfect surfaces, full original luster, sharp strike details, and no signs of cleaning are extremely scarce after nearly a century. When a coin earns a top grade from professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, collectors compete aggressively to own these elite examples, driving prices much higher than average circulated coins. If you own a 1925 wheat penny, begin by examining it under bright light with a magnifying glass. Confirm the date, check that no mint mark appears beneath the date, and inspect both sides for unusual doubling, cracks, missing letters, or striking errors. Avoid cleaning the coin because even gentle cleaning can permanently reduce its collector value. Natural aging is preferred by serious numismatists, while cleaned surfaces often sell for much less than untouched examples. If you believe your coin is special, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading company. Experts verify whether the coin is genuine, identify important varieties or mint errors, and assign an official grade based on internationally recognized standards. Certified coins usually inspire greater confidence among buyers and often achieve stronger prices in the marketplace than uncertified examples. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series continues to attract collectors worldwide, making it one of the most popular areas of U.S. coin collecting. As more high-quality examples disappear into permanent collections, demand for attractive survivors remains steady. While common circulated coins may not generate life-changing profits, exceptional examples with rare features, top grades, or genuine mint errors have demonstrated impressive long-term appreciation and remain highly desirable at major coin auctions. It's entirely possible that an old coin inherited from a grandparent, discovered in a forgotten collection, or found in pocket change decades ago could have surprising value today. Many valuable coins have been discovered in ordinary piggy banks, estate sales, antique stores, and family keepsake boxes. The key is knowing exactly what to look for and taking the time to examine every detail before deciding whether the coin is ordinary or something truly special. The 1925 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark is far more than just a 1-cent coin. It represents American history, remarkable craftsmanship, and nearly a century of survival. While most rough-condition examples are worth only a few dollars, exceptional coins with rare errors, outstanding preservation, or certified high grades can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector market. Before you spend an old wheat penny, inspect it carefully. You might be holding a valuable piece of U.S. numismatic history. Next up, the 1927 wheat penny, its unique features, what makes certain examples valuable, and why collectors continue searching for this nearly century-old American coin. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first circulating United States coin to feature the portrait of a real historical person rather than the symbolic Lady Liberty. Designed by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, the wheat penny quickly became one of America's most recognizable coins. By 1927, the United States economy was enjoying the prosperity of the Roaring Twenties, and millions of pennies were produced for everyday commerce. Although most circulated heavily, surviving examples in attractive condition have become increasingly collectible over the years. A 1927 wheat penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this era, Philadelphia coins normally carried no mint mark, making the absence of a mint mark completely normal. Millions of these pennies entered circulation and were used in daily transactions for decades. Because they were heavily circulated, finding one today with strong details, original surfaces, and minimal wear is much more difficult than many people realize. This scarcity in high grades is one reason collectors pay premium prices for exceptional examples. The obverse displays Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" along the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date, 1927, to the right. The reverse features two graceful wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the national motto EPLURBUSUNUM above. These wheat ears symbolize America's agricultural heritage and gave the series its popular nickname, the Wheat Penny. The classic design remained in production until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. The 1927 Wheat Penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter with a plain edge. Although its metal value is relatively small, its collector value depends almost entirely on rarity, preservation, eye appeal, and demand within the numismatic community. Coins with original reddish surfaces are generally more valuable than brown examples because they have retained much of their original mint color. Many people believe that an old, worn coin has no value beyond 1 cent. In reality, even heavily circulated 1927 wheat pennies are collected because they represent an important era in American history. A well-worn example with clear dates and readable lettering may still sell for several dollars. Coins with better detail, fewer scratches, and more attractive surfaces can command significantly higher prices. Even a circulated coin may become especially valuable if it contains a genuine mint error or unusual variety. Collectors pay close attention to mint errors. Some of the most valuable include off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, clipped planchets, double dies, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. These unusual production mistakes are much scarcer than normal coins and often generate intense bidding at auctions. Before assuming any old penny is worth a fortune, collectors typically recommend professional authentication because many damaged coins can resemble mint errors but have little collector value. Today's market values vary greatly according to condition. A heavily circulated 1927 wheat penny without a mint mark commonly sells for around $1 to $10. Fine examples may bring $15 to $40, while extremely fine coins often reach $50 to $150. Uncirculated specimens with original mint luster can sell for $200 to $800. Premium gem mint state examples certified by professional grading services have sold for well over $1,000, and exceptional pieces with outstanding eye appeal may realize several $1,000s at major coin auctions. Several important factors determine a coin's value. Sharp strike quality, original red color, minimal contact marks, attractive luster, and professional certification all contribute to higher prices. Coins graded mint state 65, 66, or higher become increasingly scarce. Because so many 1927 pennies circulated extensively, pristine survivors are much harder to locate than lower-grade examples. As rarity increases, collector demand often pushes prices substantially higher. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC evaluate coins using internationally recognized grading standards. Their experts examine authenticity, surface preservation, wear, luster, and overall eye appeal before assigning a numerical grade. Certified coins generally inspire greater confidence among buyers and sellers, often resulting in stronger auction prices. A difference of only 1 grade point can sometimes increase the value of a 1927 wheat penny by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors appreciate the 1927 wheat penny because it combines historical significance, classic American design, affordability for beginners, and the exciting possibility of discovering a valuable high-grade specimen. Completing a full Lincoln wheat penny collection requires obtaining coins from many different years and mints, making the 1927 issue an important part of the series. Even experienced collectors continue upgrading their collections whenever a superior example appears over the years. Beautifully preserved 1927 wheat pennies without mint marks have appeared at prestigious coin auctions. While ordinary circulated examples remain affordable, superb certified coins with vibrant original red color have achieved prices in the thousands of dollars. Exceptional eye appeal, flawless surfaces, and outstanding preservation often create fierce competition among collectors seeking the finest known examples for their collections. If you believe you own a 1927 wheat penny, avoid cleaning or polishing it. Cleaning almost always reduces collector value because it permanently alters the original surface. Instead, carefully store the coin in a protective holder and consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. Even if the coin appears old and worn, proper identification could reveal hidden value that might otherwise be overlooked. Thousands of old wheat pennies remain tucked away in jars, drawers, piggy banks, inherited collections, and estate boxes throughout the United States. While most examples are common, every year collectors discover overlooked coins with exceptional preservation or valuable mint errors. That possibility continues to make searching through old pennies an exciting hobby enjoyed by people of all ages. Sometimes an ordinary-looking 1-cent coin can become an extraordinary collectible worth far more than its face value. The 1927 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is much more than a simple 1-cent coin. It represents an important chapter in American history and remains one of the most popular coins among collectors worldwide. Although most circulated examples are worth only a few dollars, high-grade specimens, rare mint errors, and beautifully preserved original coins can command prices ranging from hundreds to several $1,000s. If you ever come across a 1927 wheat penny, examine it carefully. You might be holding a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, and perhaps even a valuable hidden treasure next up. The 1935 wheat penny. Explain why collectors love this coin, identify its unique features, discuss how condition affects value, and reveal which rare examples have reached values from hundreds to thousands of dollars. The 1935 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced during the Great Depression, a difficult economic period in United States history. Millions of Americans struggled financially, making even a single cent an important part of everyday life. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. By 1935, the wheat penny had already become one of America's most recognized coins. Every penny represented purchasing power during a challenging era, and today these coins provide collectors with a fascinating connection to American history. A 1935 wheat penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that period, Philadelphia coins generally did not carry a mint mark, while Denver coins displayed a D and San Francisco coins displayed an S. Although Philadelphia produced hundreds of millions of these pennies, finding one in exceptional condition after nearly a century is much more difficult. The absence of a mint mark does not automatically make the coin rare, but it is the starting point for identifying valuable varieties and high-grade examples. The obverse of the coin features a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above Lincoln appears the motto "In God We Trust," while Liberty is located on the left side. The date 1935 is positioned on the right. The reverse displays the denomination 1 cent and United States of America, surrounded by 2 wheat stalks, giving the coin its famous nickname, the Wheat Penny. The motto EPLURBUSUNUM arches above the center of the reverse. This elegant design remained in use until 1958. The 1935 wheat penny weighs approximately 3.11 grams and is composed primarily of 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc. It measures 19 millimeters in diameter and has a plain edge. These specifications are important because counterfeit coins often have incorrect weight or dimensions. Serious collectors frequently use a digital scale and caliper to confirm authenticity before purchasing valuable examples. Many people assume a dirty or dark-colored wheat penny has no value. In reality, dirt, oxidation, and natural toning are common on coins that have circulated for decades. A dirty 1935 penny is usually worth only a small premium over face value, unless it possesses a rare mint error, an unusual die variety, or excellent detail beneath the surface grime. Cleaning an old coin is strongly discouraged because it can permanently reduce collector value. Professional numismatists generally prefer original surfaces, even if they appear dark or dirty. Collectors carefully inspect every 1935 wheat penny for unique characteristics. Sharp wheat lines, strong lettering, complete details in Lincoln's hair and beard, and an undamaged rim all contribute to value. Experts also examine the coin for die cracks, die chips, off-center strikes, doubled lettering, lamination errors, clipped planchets, and repunched mint-related features on coins from other mints. Even a small minting error can transform an ordinary penny into a highly collectible coin. Although millions of 1935 pennies were produced, only a tiny percentage survived in outstanding mint state condition. Coins that were carefully stored immediately after leaving the mint often retained their original red copper color. These brilliant red examples are significantly rarer than brown circulated coins. Professional grading services assign numerical grades from poor-1 to mint state-70, and every increase in grade can dramatically raise the coin's market value. Most circulated 1935 wheat pennies without a mint mark generally sell for approximately $0.20 to $5, depending on wear and eye appeal. Better preserved circulated examples may sell for $10 to $30. Uncirculated brown examples often range from $40 to over $100, while attractive red mint state examples can sell for several $100s. These values fluctuate depending on collector demand and certified grade. Some certified 1935 no-mint mark wheat pennies, graded around M-65 red, have sold for $200 to $600. Collectors compete aggressively for coins with blazing original red color, minimal contact marks, and exceptional strike quality. Even though the date itself is not rare, finding a nearly perfect survivor from 1935 becomes increasingly difficult, making these coins highly desirable among advanced Lincoln cent collectors. The most exceptional certified examples of the 1935 Philadelphia wheat penny have reached values in the thousands of dollars at major auctions. Coins graded at the very highest mint state levels, especially those with outstanding red surfaces and superior eye appeal, have realized over $2,000, and exceptional registry quality examples may bring even stronger prices when collectors compete. These results represent only the finest known examples, not ordinary circulated coins. Before assuming a valuable coin is worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, it should be authenticated and graded by a respected third-party grading service. Professional grading confirms authenticity, identifies possible mint errors, and assigns an official condition grade. Buyers are generally willing to pay much more for certified coins because the quality has been independently verified, reducing uncertainty in the marketplace. If you own a dirty 1935 wheat penny without a mint mark, begin by examining the date, checking for unusual doubling or striking errors, weighing the coin, and inspecting the wheat ears for strong detail. Never polish or clean the surface. Store the coin in a protective holder and compare it with certified examples before deciding whether it should be professionally graded. Even if the coin appears ordinary, careful inspection may reveal features that increase its value. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series remains one of the most popular coin collections in the United States. New collectors enjoy the affordability of common dates, while experienced numismatists compete for top-quality certified examples. Because of this steady demand, attractive 1935 wheat pennies continue to perform well in the collector market. Original, problem-free coins consistently command stronger prices than cleaned, damaged, or heavily corroded examples. The 1935 wheat penny without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of American history that continues to attract collectors around the world. A typical dirty circulated coin is usually worth only a small premium, but rare mint errors or superb uncirculated examples can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The key is understanding the coin's condition, originality, and any unique minting characteristics. Before selling or cleaning your coin, take time to inspect it carefully. You may own an interesting collectible, and in rare cases, an exceptional example with significant value. Next up, the fascinating history of the 1944 wheat penny. Explain why collectors search for this coin, discuss its unique features, and reveal how much a fine condition example is worth in today's market. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted during the final years of World War II. In 1943, the United States Mint temporarily changed the penny from copper to zinc-coated steel because copper was urgently needed for military equipment and ammunition. However, by 1944, recycled shell casings from wartime ammunition were used to manufacture pennies, giving the coins their familiar bronze appearance once again. These wartime pennies became symbols of American resilience and remain among the most collected coins in U.S. history. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1.4 billion Lincoln cents in 1944, making it one of the highest mintage wheat pennies ever produced. Coins from Philadelphia do not display a mint mark beneath the date, making them easy to identify. Although the majority of these coins are common, collectors carefully inspect every 1944 no-mint mark penny because a small number contain rare minting errors or extraordinary preservation that dramatically increase their value. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" appear above Lincoln's portrait, "Liberty" is located to the left, and the date 1944 appears to the right. The reverse displays two wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the motto EPLUIBUSUNUM across the top. This iconic wheat cent design remained in circulation from 1909 until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse. One unique feature of the 1944 wheat penny is its bronze composition, made primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. A genuine bronze 1944 penny should not stick to a magnet. If a 1944 penny is attracted to a magnet, it may be the extremely rare 1944 steel cent era, one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. A 1944 wheat penny in fine condition has experienced noticeable circulation, but still retains clear details. Lincoln's hair and coat show moderate wear, while the wheat lines on the reverse remain visible though softened. The date, lettering, and rims are complete and readable. Fine condition represents a collectible grade that appeals to many beginning and intermediate coin collectors due to its affordability and historical appeal today. A normal 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition generally sells for approximately $0.50 to $5, depending on its color, eye appeal, and demand. Coins with attractive natural brown surfaces or original red-brown color may command slightly higher prices. Although these regular examples are affordable, collectors never stop checking them because valuable varieties and mint errors can transform an ordinary penny into an extraordinary treasure. Some 1944 no-mint mark wheat pennies contain striking errors that greatly increase their value. Double die varieties, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and broad strikes can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on the severity and condition of the error. Professional grading is highly recommended for unusual examples because certified error coins often attract strong interest from collectors during auctions. The most famous rarity is the legendary 1944 steel wheat penny. A few leftover steel planchets from 1943 accidentally entered the presses in 1944, creating one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever made. These coins are magnetic and considerably lighter than the normal bronze version. Authentic examples have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and exceptional specimens have reached well over $100,000 at major coin auctions. Even common bronze 1944 wheat pennies can become valuable if preserved in exceptional mint state condition. Coins with bright original red surfaces, sharp strike details, and minimal imperfections have sold for hundreds or several $1,000s after receiving high grades from professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Collectors pay premium prices for examples that appear almost exactly as they did when they left the mint in 1944. Collectors admire the 1944 wheat penny because it represents America's transition from wartime steel cents back to traditional bronze coinage. Its connection to World War II, enormous production numbers, and the possibility of discovering rare errors make it one of the most searched Lincoln cents. Every old coin collection, family inheritance, or estate sale has the potential to reveal a valuable variety hiding among ordinary coins. If you own a 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark, first inspect the date carefully using a magnifying glass. Check whether the coin sticks to a magnet. Weigh it if possible using a precise digital scale. Examine both sides for doubling, unusual lettering, off-center strikes, or other mint errors. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning often reduces collector value significantly. If your coin appears unusual, consider submitting it to a professional grading service for authentication. While a typical fine condition example is worth only a small premium over face value, rare varieties and superb mint state coins can sell for $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000, or even much more, depending on rarity, condition, certification, and collector demand. The legendary 1944 steel cent occupies an entirely different level, with values reaching six figures when authenticated. This wide value range is why collectors inspect every 1944 penny they encounter. The 1944 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, is a remarkable piece of American history. Although millions were produced, its wartime background, attractive wheat cent design, and possibility of valuable mint errors continue to attract collectors worldwide. Whether your coin is worth just a few dollars or potentially thousands depends on its condition, composition, and any unusual minting characteristics. Careful examination is the key to unlocking its true value. Next up, the famous 1947 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark. While millions of these coins were produced, a small number have survived in spectacular uncirculated condition, and those exceptional examples can command surprisingly high prices in today's coin market. In this video, we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating history, unique features, grading standards, rare characteristics, and current market value of the 1947 wheat penny with no mint mark. Stay until the end because one tiny detail could make the difference between a 1-cent coin and one worth thousands of dollars. The 1947 Lincoln wheat penny was struck just 2 years after World War II ended, during a period when the United States was experiencing rapid economic growth and rebuilding after years of wartime production. Americans were returning to civilian life, industries were expanding, and the U.S. Mint resumed producing coins in enormous quantities to support a booming economy. The wheat penny had already become one of America's most recognized coins, having first appeared in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1947, it had become an everyday part of American commerce, passing through countless hands across the country. One of the first things collectors notice is the missing mint mark. However, the absence of a mint mark does not mean the coin is an error. Instead, it simply tells us that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During 1947, Philadelphia did not place a mint mark on Lincoln cents, while coins produced in Denver carried a D, and those made in San Francisco displayed an S. Therefore, every genuine 1947 wheat penny without a mint mark originated from Philadelphia. This simple detail is extremely important because collectors always identify the mint before determining rarity and value. The design of the 1947 wheat penny remains one of the most iconic in American coinage. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln appears the national motto "In God We Trust," while liberty is positioned to the left and the date 1947 appears on the right. The reverse showcases two elegant wheat stalks framing the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, with the Latin motto E Pluribus Unum above them. This reverse design gave the coin its famous nickname, the wheat penny. The 1947 wheat penny was struck in an alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Each coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter with a plain edge. These specifications remained consistent for most wheat pennies minted before the composition changed in later decades. Because these coins contain a high percentage of copper, they often develop beautiful colors over time, ranging from bright red to deep brown, depending on how they were stored. The Philadelphia Mint produced more than 190 million 1947 Lincoln cents without a mint mark, making the date relatively common in circulated grades. However, the story changes dramatically when discussing pristine uncirculated examples. Most coins entered circulation immediately, where they accumulated scratches, discoloration, and wear. Very few remained untouched for decades, and even fewer retained their original mint luster. These high-grade survivors are the coins that serious collectors eagerly seek today. Several unique features determine whether a 1947 wheat penny becomes highly valuable. Collectors carefully examine the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the crispness of the wheat stalks, full mint luster, and the absence of wear or contact marks. Another major factor is the coin's original color. Coins are classified as brown BN, red-brown RB, or full red RD. Full red examples with brilliant original copper color are considerably scarcer and usually command the highest prices in the marketplace. An uncirculated 1947 wheat penny is one that has never been used in everyday commerce. These coins retain their original mint frost, sharp details, and attractive surfaces. Professional grading services assign mint state grades ranging from M-60 to M-70. As the grade increases, the value often rises dramatically. A tiny improvement in surface quality or eye appeal can result in hundreds or even thousands of dollars in additional market value. Although millions were struck, finding a flawless 1947 wheat penny today is extremely difficult. Coins graded MS66 red are already considered premium collectibles, while examples graded MS67 red or higher become exceptionally scarce. At these elite grades, collectors compete fiercely whenever one appears at auction. Registry-set collectors, who seek the finest known examples, often push prices much higher than expected. Today's market value depends almost entirely on condition. Circulated examples usually sell for around $0.10 to $2. Attractive uncirculated coins in lower mint state grades often trade between $15 and $75. Brilliant full red coins graded MS65 commonly sell for approximately $100 to $250. Exceptional MS66 red specimens frequently reach $300 to $700. Premium MS67 red examples may bring anywhere from $1,000 to over $3,000, depending on eye appeal, certification, and current collector demand. The finest known pieces have achieved even stronger auction prices. While ordinary 1947 pennies are common, certain mint errors are highly collectible. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, and dramatic repunched dies can greatly increase value. Error coins are unique because no two are exactly alike. If a 1947 no-mint mark penny combines a significant mint error with an uncirculated grade, its value may easily exceed several hundred or even several $1,000s. Before assuming a high value, collectors should have valuable-looking coins authenticated by professional grading companies such as PCGS or NGC. Certification confirms authenticity, assigns an official grade, and protects the coin in a tamper-resistant holder. Buyers generally pay significantly more for certified high-grade coins because they have confidence in the grading and authenticity. The 1947 wheat penny continues attracting collectors because it represents a fascinating period in American history. It combines post-war significance, classic wheat penny design, high-quality copper composition, and the possibility of finding outstanding uncirculated examples decades after production. Many collectors enjoy building complete wheat penny sets, making every date, including 1947, an important part of their collections. If you're searching for valuable 1947 wheat pennies, examine old coin albums, inherited collections, bank rolls, estate sales, flea markets, and antique shops. Never clean the coin, as cleaning usually lowers its value significantly. Look carefully for original red color, strong luster, sharp details, and minimal contact marks. Even a common date can become highly desirable if it survives in exceptional condition with beautiful eye appeal. The 1947 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, proves that a seemingly ordinary coin can become an extraordinary collectible when preserved in outstanding condition. While most examples remain worth only a small premium over face value, brilliant uncirculated full red specimens and rare mint-era coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's competitive numismatic market. That's why collectors continue searching through old jars, family collections, and forgotten coin albums, hoping to discover the next hidden treasure. If you own a 1947 wheat penny with no mint mark, take a closer look. You might be holding far more than just 1 cent. Next up, the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny. At first glance, this small copper coin may seem ordinary, but collectors know that certain examples can command impressive prices depending on their condition, color, strike quality, and the presence of rare mint errors. In this video, we'll explore the complete history of the 1951 wheat penny, explain what makes some examples so valuable, discuss its unique features, reveal current market values, and show you exactly what to look for before spending one. Stay with us until the end because one tiny detail could make the difference between a 1-cent coin and a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The Lincoln wheat cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty. By 1951, America was experiencing the early years of the post-World War II economic boom. Industries were expanding, families were growing, and billions of pennies were needed for everyday commerce. The Denver Mint played a major role in producing Lincoln cents that year, striking more than 625 million 1951 wheat pennies. While this large production means the coin is common in circulated grades, exceptionally preserved examples are surprisingly difficult to find today because most entered circulation and remained there for decades. One of the easiest ways to identify this coin is by the small D mint mark located beneath the date on the obverse. This letter indicates that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado. Collectors pay close attention to mint marks because coins from different mints often have different rarity levels, strike quality, and survival rates. Although millions of 1951 cents were produced, not all were struck equally well. Coins with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal contact marks are significantly scarcer than ordinary circulated examples. This is why two 1951 pennies can have dramatically different values. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln's portrait facing right. Above his head appears the motto, "In God We Trust," while Liberty is placed to the left and the date 1951 with the D mint mark appears to the right. The reverse proudly displays two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Above these inscriptions is the Latin motto E Pluribus. The wheat ears symbolize America's agricultural heritage and gave the series its famous nickname, the Wheat Penny. These classic design elements remain some of the most beloved in U.S. coin collecting. The 1951 wheat penny was struck using an alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving the coin its rich reddish appearance when new. Each coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter with a plain edge. Since these coins are primarily made of copper, collectors also examine the coin's original color. Coins are graded as brown (BN), red-brown (RB), or red (RD). Original red examples that retain their bright mint color are much scarcer and considerably more valuable than coins that have darkened with age. Condition is the single biggest factor influencing the value of a 1951 wheat penny. A heavily worn example found in pocket change may only be worth a small premium over face value. However, coins graded mint state 65 red M-65 RD or higher become increasingly scarce because very few survive decades without wear or damage. Professional grading services examine every detail, including luster, strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal. The better the condition, the higher the price collectors are willing to pay. Collectors become especially excited when a 1951 wheat penny displays a genuine mint error. Some examples show off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, lamination errors, repunched mint marks, or struck-through errors. These unusual production mistakes occurred during the minting process and make each affected coin unique. Depending on the rarity and visibility of the error, values can increase from a few $100s to several $1,000s for dramatic examples authenticated by professional grading companies. Now let's talk about what collectors are paying today. A circulated 1951 wheat penny in good condition typically sells for around $0.10 to $1, while nicer extremely fine examples often range from $3 to $15. Uncirculated red coins generally bring $20 to over $100, depending on grade. Superb gem examples graded M-66 RD or M-67 RD have sold for several $100s, and exceptionally high-grade certified coins have realized well over $1,000 at major auctions. Rare mint era examples or top population coins can also reach into the thousands of dollars. Many people wonder why one penny can sell for thousands, while another is worth only a few cents. The answer lies in rarity within condition. Although hundreds of millions were struck, only a tiny fraction survived in pristine, untouched condition with full original red color and virtually flawless surfaces. When a coin combines exceptional preservation with a strong strike and outstanding eye appeal, competition among collectors becomes intense. These elite examples often appear at major coin auctions, where bidders are willing to pay remarkable prices if you believe you've discovered an exceptional 1951 wheat penny. Avoid cleaning or polishing it. Cleaning permanently damages the coin's original surfaces and can dramatically reduce its value. Instead, consider having the coin authenticated and graded by a respected third-party grading service. Professional certification provides confidence for buyers and often increases the coin's marketability. Collectors are much more willing to pay premium prices for certified coins with verified grades. One of the best things about collecting wheat pennies is that valuable coins can still be found in inherited collections, estate sales, old piggy banks, coin jars, and bank rolls. Many people overlook these pennies because they assume all old coins are common. Careful collectors inspect every date, mint mark, and condition before making any decisions. Even if a 1951 penny isn't worth thousands, discovering a beautiful original example can still be a rewarding addition to any collection. The Lincoln Wheat Cent remains one of the most popular coin series in the United States because it is affordable, historically significant, and filled with fascinating varieties. New collectors often begin with wheat pennies because they are easy to identify and available in many price ranges. The 1951 issue represents the final years of the wheat penny series before the Lincoln Memorial design replaced it in 1959. This historical connection continues to attract collectors from around the world. While no coin should be purchased with guaranteed expectations of future profits, high-quality Lincoln wheat pennies have shown consistent collector demand over many decades. Certified high-grade examples with original mint red color often appreciate more steadily than heavily circulated coins. Coins featuring dramatic mint errors or exceptional preservation remain especially desirable because supply is extremely limited. As more collectors compete for the finest surviving examples, premium quality coins continue attracting strong auction interest. If you own a 1951D wheat penny, examine it carefully under good lighting using a magnifying glass. Check the sharpness of Lincoln's hair, the wheat lines on the reverse, the original copper color, and any unusual mint errors. Weigh the coin if possible to ensure it matches standard specifications. Most importantly, never clean the coin before seeking an expert opinion. A naturally aged surface is far more desirable than one that has been polished or altered. The 1951D Lincoln wheat penny is a wonderful reminder that even the smallest coins can tell remarkable stories about American history, craftsmanship, and collecting. While most examples are worth modest amounts, outstanding uncirculated coins, rare mint-era varieties, and top-certified examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That means the next valuable coin could be hiding in an old collection, forgotten coin album, or family treasure box. So before you spend another old penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a small copper coin with an unexpectedly big value. Thanks for watching.